What is going on, my beautiful people? So in this video, what we're basically going to be talking about is how we can actually have a better relationship with fear. Now, fear is something that can really harbor on us, and it can really hold us down, and it's really going to stop us from going out there and doing great things for the Lord. And if we want to be able to do great things for the freaking Lord, what we have to do is develop a relationship with fear that stops us from being stopped by fear and from the fear of fear. Now, this is something I'm learning from the meditation coach that caught Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan. And what he's basically saying is that he learned in a book at this one time, man. Well, basically, he told a story that there was this one time where he was wanting to do this public speaking for Toastmasters, but he was scared because he was nervous, he was anxious, he was very introverted, and he didn't want to go up there and actually do this at the time. And it was really holding back on him. And it was like, really, he was just feeling himself. One of the things that he didn't want to do is start shaking up there and just get so nervous that he started shaking in front of the middle of everybody and just completely embarrass himself. But what he said is that at the time he was reading Viktor Frankl, who wrote the book A Man's Search for Meaning, talking about the Holocaust, talking about that stuff and his experience in there. And what he was basically saying is that Viktor Frankl said something in there is that one of the things that takes the power away from fear is actually going towards the fear. Going towards the fear and embracing the fear, and the only way out is through. So what George, who's the guy that I'm talking about, what he basically said is, okay, I'm gonna go up there and I'm gonna embrace the fear, and I'm just gonna accept that I'm gonna go up there a babbling, shaking fool. That is damn powerful. He accepted that he was going to go up there a babbling, shaking fool. Knowing that, okay, if I go up there and I'm just freaking shaking, I'm babbling, I'm saying nothing completely, I'm going to accept that and know that that is going to teach me something, and know that that is going to be conquering in itself also. And once he was able to do that, he went up there and all of a sudden the fear is gone. He's not shaking anymore. That is dang powerful. So for a lot of us, we don't want to have that fear. We don't want to have we don't want to feel it at all. We don't want to freaking feel the anxiety and the stress. And that actually creates more damn anxiety and stress, and that makes us not want to actually move. We don't want to put ourselves into situations. And for myself, I feel that a lot when I'm like going towards a situation where I don't want to feel an awkward situation. I don't want to go to a place and we have this awkward situation and I get fear and I get anxious. I think people are thinking about me. And that has always been something in the past where I was like, it was preventing me from going places. It was preventing me from doing stuff. It's preventing me from going anywhere that I really didn't want to be seeing that light. And that is actually something that was holding back my light in general, because once you do that, it not only goes for those situations that you're going into, but it starts being how you're living your life, because you start developing the relationship with that fear, that you are scared of it, that it has a control over you, it has power over you. But what George also said about this is that the powerful thing that you could do to go away from this is to actually develop wisdom. Wisdom is going to conquer fear. Because once you're able to have the wisdom of like people that have gone through that same fear and being able to conquer it, knowing that it doesn't have any power over you, or the wisdom of knowing that once you are able to give meaning to that struggle and fear, it ceases to have that power over you. Yeah, once you're able to give meaning to struggle, it ceases to be struggle. And in other ways, you could think about it like that too. But it's just so powerful, because once you have the wisdom of these things, it stops being able to control you. It stops being able to hold you down. And that is what we're basically trying to get to with all this stuff, man. So for myself, what I'm trying to do is now I'm knowing that I'm feeling fear in certain situations, but I'm not fearing that. If we can accept that we can go into a place and the result could be that we look stupid, it's just the worst thing ever. Like, we absolutely embarrass ourselves. We're shaking so much, our throat is like clamoring up that we can't even say anything. If we can accept that reality, and accept that that might happen, and accept that God is going to create something from that God is going to continue to grow us from that, then it stops being actual fear. We stop giving it the power. We stop giving the struggle the power to make us not move. And if we can continue to move with that thing, but also with the wisdom, of course, looking at people that have overcome that, learning from those experiences, but also diving into scripture, diving into the Bible, and knowing that God is telling us that the fear and that stuff like that has no power over us, and to be still and know that I am God, which basically means not that you're not going to have the fear, not that you're not going to have stress, but knowing that you can continue to move day by day, knowing that He is God. And that is the most powerful thing that we can do. And that continues to say, Lord, I accept this fear. I'm going to continue to move for you despite this. And it's just something that, okay, now you can continue to do what you're doing. Now you can continue to move in your life, accepting the fear and developing a friendly relationship, and knowing that it's only going to serve you at the end of the day. Love you guys very much, man. Hope you guys have an amazing one. I will talk to y'all in the next video. Peace.